The exact moment my sister threw her head back, laughed loudly across the dinner table, and said in front of my entire extended family, "It's so sad that you're 30 and still playing with codes while I just secured a $500,000 investment for my boutique." I just quietly took a sip of my water. My parents nodded, looking at me with absolute disappointment. But the absolute shockwave hit my arrogant sister the very next morning at 9 a.m. when she walked into the venture capitalist's boardroom and realized that the lazy coder she mocked was the anonymous primary funder who held 100% control over her contract. My name is Leo. For the past 3 years, my family treated me like an absolute ghost because I quit my stable corporate job to build an independent SaaS, software as a service platform. My sister Maya was the golden child. She was loud, materialistic, and loved showing off. She was opening a luxury fashion boutique and had spent months pitching to a massive private equity firm called Zenith Capital. Last night, during our family reunion dinner, she decided to use her business success as a weapon to completely humiliate me in front of everyone. She smirked, swirled her wine glass, and said, "Leo, if your little website ever fails, you can always come sweep the floors at my new flagship store. I'll pay you minimum wage out of charity." My uncles chuckled, and my dad told me I should learn from her ambition. I didn't argue. I didn't snap. I just smiled, looked at my phone, and approved a final pending wire transfer. Before I tell you the absolute legal nightmare that crashed down on Maya's head when she saw me sitting in the executive leather chair, I need to ask the audience watching this video right now a real question. If your sibling publicly humiliated you in front of your entire family to make themselves look superior, would you walk away quietly or use your success to completely humble them? Drop your brutal thoughts below and slam that subscribe button right now, because this boardroom showdown is pure gold. The next morning, Maya walked into the penthouse office of Zenith Capital, dressed in her finest designer outfit, ready to sign the final paperwork for her $500,000 funding. She was smiling ear to ear until the high-backed executive chair slowly spun around. When she saw me sitting there in a tailored suit, her jaw literally dropped and her expensive handbag slipped completely out of her hand. "Leo, what are you doing here? You're ruining my meeting. Get out before security throws you out," she stammered, her voice cracking with sudden panic. The managing director of Zenith Capital stepped forward, bowed politely to me, and said, "Ms. Maya, please show some respect. This is Mr. Leo, the lead software architect who just sold his platform to our firm for $12 million. He is now our primary managing partner, and he has final veto power over every single investment contract, including yours." Maya's face instantly turned a ghostly shade of white, her knees visibly shaking as she looked at me in absolute terror. I slowly slid her business contract into the paper shredder, looked her dead in the eye, and said, "Your business plan lacks stability, Maya. But hey, if your boutique ever fails, my office is always looking for someone to sweep the floors. I'll even pay you above minimum wage, out of charity." She wanted to laugh at my journey, but ended up crying at her own destination.